all year, and
and they find it. It's a three-peat. 2018 crown remains with the Rustlers.
Set his second goal. Back, they work it around to the shot, the goal. Dolores again. Good shot, no. Skip pass.
Okay, are you ready?
Cross. What a time for it. Rise up on the 5-meter line and score. Wow. And that's it. The Glen College water polo champions in a classic here at Golden Glen. A 10-9 win over Long Beach City College. Lost the handle, Palella for three. It's good! Gusto now will rise up from the 5-meter line and score!
A big ball, and it's up. See if he does. Shot is up. And
No!
good! Baker hits! But it's top! Kenny Moore! Whoa!
He won, and now it's McCauley who can finish it out. And he gets the ace.
Wilson, here comes the rush. Wilson on the reception, another touchdown for Tariq Wilson. Pass centered up, great read by Unke, outside Cruz, tools it.
Looking for Laurent down the near side, who's got it inside the 5.
And that's victory number 48 without a loss. And
OTC, your champion in 2019.
Let's do it. The end of a tough year, San Diego State, and once again, the Hawks soaring over all they survey.
We have a new champ. It's Fullerton College and the Hornets here in 2019.
Big plays on defense were the story in both SCFA regional matchups a week ago. In Ventura, the Tigers began defense of their championship, forcing 4 turnovers and converting them into 21 points in a 41-21 win against the previously unbeaten Pirates. Meanwhile, Golden West forced 7 turnovers in a 20-10 victory over College of the Canyons. The Rustler defense slammed the door on the Cougars, forcing turnovers in each of the Cougars' last 5 possessions to lock down their spot in today's SCFA championship game. The Tigers are back in the SCFA championship game for the 5th consecutive year, but to make it back to a state championship, they will have to knock off another unbeaten against a Golden West College Rustler team seeking the first 3C2A championship in program history. The SCFA championship game on SoCalCollegeSports.com is next. Hazy and cool in Huntington Beach, California. In other words, perfect football weather for the SCFA Championship. Riverside and Golden West College set to get underway. The Rustlers won the toss. They will defer, so the Tigers will get it first to get things going. Elijah Williams, Thomas Kinslow back deep. Second meeting of the season between these two teams. They met back on September 25th. That was a 37-20 win for Golden West at Riverside in a game that the Rustlers were firmly in control and produced a tremendous win on the road, handing the Tigers at the time their first loss. The Tigers would go on to lose their next game, falling to 3-2 before they have rebounded with 7 straight wins and another berth in the SCFA championship game, taken in front of the goal line. Williams out toward the 20 and dropped just short of the 20 at the 19, where it'll be 1st and 10, and we will see the first series for the Tiger offense led by freshman quarterback Jordan Barton, who came on midway through the season. He's unbeaten as a starter, comes in completing 67% of his passes for 1,852 yards, 17 touchdowns against just 5 interceptions. And in the words of Golden West head coach Nick Mitchell, the Tigers really seem to have found themselves under Jordan Barton at quarterback after starting the season, rotating between a couple of quarterbacks. First pass, short and complete, out past the 25, as Barton finds Jamal Houston. Houston, the leading receiver for the Tigers on the season. It'll be 2nd down and 2, and the Tigers quickly back to work. Kinslow around the edge has the first down and more. So an immediate first down as Kinslow gets it out to the 38-yard line. That's a pickup of 11. And a 1st and 10 right back to the ground with Kinslow over his left guard out past the 45, following Tavita Fuiamono and Anthony LaFrance on that left side. The Tigers will continue to work quickly. It's a 2nd down and 4. Call it a long 3. Back to the ground and a gain of a couple. Will bring up a 3rd down and 1. Anthony Garcia able to bring down Kinslow after a pickup of a couple. It's 3rd and short. Back to Kinslow, hit at the line, second effort, and he tries to fall forward. This is going to come down to the spot. That was a great job by Sele Permasa getting into the backfield, and that was going to be so critical for the Rustlers today. You see Permasa as Kinslow tries to bounce off and get to the outside. Kinslow was able to fall forward and pick up the yard for a first down. It's a 1st and 10. Football at the Tiger 48-yard line. First possession, in trouble and sacked. Barton taken down. Josue Alexander with the sack. Golden West comes in on the season with 43 sacks as a team. They're extremely aggressive, and they will get after the quarterback. Alexander getting there, a loss of 7 makes it 2nd down and 17. Snap to Barton, straight drop, looking right, has time, leaping catch, and now the ball comes out. Back along the sideline, it's picked up by Golden West, no call yet. This is going to be a Rustler touchdown. Pablo Araya, after a leaping catch near midfield, that ball comes out. It skirts along the sideline, but doesn't go out of bounds. Let's watch. There's good protection. Houston makes the leaping catch, but then loses the handle. Now watch the football. Just outside of our frame, but it's right along the sideline, and Araya never stops playing. The Rustlers on the board. The extra point up and good. Okay. All right, let's correct that. They're going to say that Houston never had possession. So that's a big break early for the Tigers. 3rd down and 17. After the incompletion. So another life. The Rustlers almost made it 6 in a row, forcing turnovers defensively after they finished off the Cougars with 5 straight. But the Tigers on a short run will now face 4th down, and they'll have to punt it away. We're going to take you back to the pass to Houston, the leaping catch, and, well, we got a pretty good look at it there, and I think it's a pretty good call. Houston had both hands on it, but never really had control completely on the coverage. It was Elias Hernandez who got a hand in there and was able to break it up and eventually knock that ball free. The Tigers kick it away. 12:02 remaining in the first quarter. And the Rustlers will have it at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10, and we will see the Rustler offense led by quarterback Jake Retzlaff. Retzlaff nursing a ligament injury in his knee on his left leg, the non-plant leg, but it will limit his mobility. Short throw on 1st down, incomplete. He was looking for Tanner Branson. Branson, the leading receiver for the Rustlers on the season, coming in with 47 catches for 8 touchdowns. 2nd down and 10 upcoming. Well, that was nearly a massive play early in the game. And a bang-bang play. The Rustlers don't get the turnover, but they do stop the Tigers and get the ball back. 2nd down and 10. Hurd on the carry, running right, short gain on the play. Excuse me, that's Jared Johnson. Gage Summers on the stop. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 8 from the Rustler 22. Retzlaff will work from the shotgun. Good protection, throws over the middle, diving attempt, and the catch is made by Torrance Wiseman out to the 35. 13-yard gain, a conversion on 3rd and long. The Rustler drive will continue. Golden West comes in completing 41% of their 3rd downs. And a big conversion there on a 3rd and 8. Drive continues. They fake the handoff. Retzlaff on the keeper, out past the 42, brought down by Kylan Ross. 2nd down and 3. Retzlaff comes in with over 300 yards rushing on the season, but again, battling a knee injury. There is a concern about just how mobile he can be. He is definitely hobbled, but he's going to give it a go. Interesting backstory with Retzlaff. Out of Corona, California. His brother played at Riverside, but Retzlaff not recruited by the Tigers. And you can bet as he scrambles away from pressure and gets out of bounds near midfield that he is very up for any chance to go against Riverside. So Retzlaff with back-to-back carries moves the chains. Golden West now at the 49-yard line with a 1st and 10.
What is it, 8, 12, 15?
Johnson in the backfield. Leading rusher Mike Carrillo also out for the game with an injury. Wiseman with the reception. A gain of about 3 will bring up a 2nd down and 7. Retzlaff now hit on 2 of his first 3 passes as he finds Wiseman for a short gain. 2nd down and 7. .9:15 as the clock moves, remaining in the opening quarter. The Rustlers in the dark jerseys working it from right to left. Retzlaff hit as he throws, but completes. First down and more, finding Nick Kennewell. Kennewell inside the 30, down to the 27 before he's finally brought down by Carlton Johnson. Rustlers now solidly on the move, moving it deeper into Tiger territory. 22 yards. Retzlaff to Kennewell, down to the 26-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. Fresh set of downs. Johnson in the pistol formation behind Retzlaff. 3 wide receivers to the right. Johnson with a good hole up the middle. Twisting his way forward. Now he loses the ball. The Tigers appear to have fallen on it. No signal yet. They've got it. It's Carlton Johnson. And Johnson had a fumble recovery and a pick 6 in the victory over Ventura a week ago, and he comes up big here. Initially it was a big hole, but again, a great job knocking that ball free. Trying to see there who came in and delivered the hit. But that ball popped out, and an opportunity goes by the wayside for Golden West this time. Tigers get it back, still scoreless here in the first quarter. Kinslow bouncing it to the outside. Now lowers the shoulder as Permasa puts the hit on him. Near the 15-yard line, we do have a flag down.
Number 2, Thomas Kinslow. Seve Permasa, the lead tackler for the Rustlers, followed by Jose Alexander.
So this will likely back up the Tigers.
Holding offense, number 75. After this, it should be called replay, first down.
So they'll back it up inside the 10. Back to the 4-yard line where it'll be 1st and 14 for Riverside. It's been a steady diet of run plays early on. 6 runs against just a couple of passes. Another short throw here, and that went through the hands of Dean Connors. Connors circling out of the backfield, couldn't find the handle. It's a 2nd down and 14.
Second and long for the Tigers.
Kinslow in motion. Barton looking left. Now it's a broken play. Barton bouncing back to the right, takes a big hit at the 4-yard line, and he is brought down there. Coming up, that was Jonah Laban, limiting Barton to no gain. Excuse me, I believe that was Saval coming up. 23, not 33. 3rd and long for the Tigers, who come in converting 48% on 3rd down. That's 5th in the 3C2A. So they have been outstanding, but they face a 3rd and very long here against a ball-hawking defense. Golden West now plus 17 turnover differential on the season. Barton, short throw looking for Houston. Houston looking for a block, but he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 3. That'll bring up 4th down and bring on the punting unit. That was Pablo Arrea coming up. The Rustlers heavily banged up in the secondary, missing 3 safeties for the game today, and it's causing them to shuffle in some new bodies and move some people around. Kylan Neal, who typically plays the linebacker spot, is moving back to something of a hybrid safety spot. He did that a week ago as the Rustlers were banged up going into that game. Trouble on the punt. This one's muffed, and it's another turnover. The Tigers have it back. So Golden West losing the turnover battle early as TJ Patu, might have been Elijah Williams. I believe it was Elijah Williams actually on the muffed punt, able to fall on it. 2 turnovers now for Golden West here in the first quarter. And Riverside, instead of giving away good field position, gets it back at their own 38. So that's another way to flip the field. If you can force another turnover and a missed opportunity for the Rustlers. who look to have very good field position coming. Instead, now it's the Tigers who start with solid field position at the 38. Pushing the pile for a gain of about 5. No whistles yet. One of the whistles going to come in. Here they are. Finally, that play is over. Connors with a 5-yard gain. It's now 2nd down and 5. From the 43-yard line. Well, talk about a first quarter that could have been different than it is right now. No score. There was a bang-bang play on the near sideline that was almost a Rustler touchdown. That called incomplete, so the Rustlers miss out on 6 points there. Pass complete to Tucker for a first down. Then 2 turnovers by the Tigers. 1 killing a solid Rustler drive deep in Tiger territory, and then a muffed punt gives it back to the Tigers, who now have it in Rustler territory themselves. Barton throws on the run looking for Houston, and Houston should say, I believe that was Rashawn Lacey. No, Walter Brooks. So Brooks with the catch. Short gain on the play. They'll move it to the 41, where it'll be 2nd down and 5. As Barton finds Brooks. Play action, Barton again under pressure, able to squirt away and then throw on the near sideline. It's incomplete. How did he get away from that collapsed pocket? The pass incomplete, looking for Houston, but he is able to just find his way out of the grasp of a couple of Rustler defenders, keep that play alive, and now instead of a 3rd and long, it's a much more manageable 3rd down and a short 5. They have it at the Golden West 40 with Connors in the backfield. Both teams missing their lead back for the game today. Lawrence Starks injured a week ago for Riverside. Barton gonna keep it, able to absorb a couple of hits but fall forward and move the chains. So Barton finally brought down by Alexander, but not before he runs for 6 yards on a 3rd and 5. That keeps the drive alive. 7 yards for Barton and a 1st and 10 at the Golden West 38-yard line with 4:51 and counting remaining here in the opening quarter. They'll empty the backfield. Swing it out to Connors. Connors looking for the edge, but he's in some trouble, forced out of bounds. Short loss on the play. Iman Lawoye able to force Connors out for a loss of a yard. 2nd down and 11 for Riverside. This drive started at their own 38-yard line after the Tigers got it back on a fumbled punt return. Thomas Kinslow back in the backfield with Barton on a 2nd down and 11, and whistles before the snap. Our referee today, Ed Rapolsky. Illegal procedure will back the Tigers up 5. It'll be 2nd down and 16. Barton ready, has the snap, quick throw, incomplete. Can't tell there if that pass was intended for Tucker or might have been behind Devin Gitchaway. Both in the area. Either way, it's incomplete. 3rd down and 16 now, and an opportunity for the Rustlers to get off the field. They are limiting their opposition to 33% conversions on 3rd down on the season. And this is a tough one for Riverside. It's a 3rd and 16. Kinslow will remain in the backfield. Barton gets the call.
He's blocking the play clock.
Under pressure, Barton moving to his right, throws and completes, finding Gitchaway. Short gain on the play. This will be well short of 1st down yardage. Bring up 4th down from the 36-yard line. This would be a 53-yard field goal attempt Riverside's kicker, an outstanding one, Ricardo Chavez, 17 of 19 on the season, but they will not attempt the 53-yarder on a cool and windy afternoon here in Huntington Beach. Instead, they will send on the punting unit from the 36, try to pin them deep. Angled toward the near side. And down inside the 20 as Kenneth Cervantes will touch that one down. And Golden West will take over inside their own 20. Fast-moving first quarter. Not a whole lot of penalties. And no scoring. 3:25 remaining in the opening quarter. Retzlaff and the Rustler offense back on. They have it at their own 19-yard line. 1st and 10. Snap to Retzlaff. Johnson picks his way forward for a gain of about 5. Excuse me, Johnny Hurd. Seen both Hurd and Johnson here in this first half, and they've both been significant contributors all season long. Hurd comes in 539 yards on the ground, 5.2 yards a carry, 5 touchdowns. Jared Johnson averaging 4.5 yards a carry with a couple of touchdowns as well. Again, Mike Carrillo, the third in the trio of backs that have led the way all season for Golden West, out with an injury. He suffered a week ago. Hurd on the carry out to the 27. It will bring up a 3rd down and 2 for the Rustlers. Golden West, 1 of 1 on 3rd down here in this first quarter as they face a 3rd and 2. Tigers showing blitz. Now they drop off. Sideline pass. Diving attempt as they try to get it to Olajabe on the near side. And Olajabe unable to secure that ball, and that'll bring up 4th down, a 3 and out for the Rustlers. They'll give it back. And we'll see the first appearance of punter Andrew Guzman for Golden West. We'll punt it away inside his 20. Guzman, this is one taken at the 30, running room out to the 45, near midfield and into Rustler territory. That's a return of 24 yards by Marquise Ashley. So 1st and 10, there is a flag down. This call going to go against Golden West. Excuse me, it's okay. Let's try and figure out what's going on here. It's going to go back to Golden West. So the call against Riverside. And instead, it turns a 4th and short into a 1st down. So a break for the Rustlers, who will go back on offense from their own 37, or I should say from their own 32-yard line, with a 1st and 10. Retzlaff with receivers left and right. 1st down carry by Hurd, tripped up after a gain of about 5. Summers coming up to make the stop. 2nd down and 5 for Golden West. 1:37 and counting remaining in the opening quarter. Savau in motion. Retzlaff on a designed roll. Throws and completes into Tiger territory, finding Branson. Branson finally brought down by Summers. Second catch for Branson here in the opening quarter. That moves it to the 43, a gain of 20. And the Rustlers with their second foray into Tiger territory here in the opening quarter. As time winds down to a minute remaining in the first quarter. Hurd off tackle on the right side. Down to the 40, a gain of 3. Second down and 7. Masiva able to bring down Hurd and bring up a second down and 7. Now it's the Rustlers. Not in any hurry, down to 20 seconds, time enough for one more play from the Tiger 40. Snap to Retzlaff, good protection. Guns on the near side, finds Ojalabe. Near first down yardage, but he's a couple of yards short at the 35. When we come back to start the second quarter, it'll be a 3rd and 2 for Golden West. Purcell bringing down Ojalabe to end the first quarter. Through 1. Golden West and RCC scoreless. It's the SCFA Championship on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Probably not exactly what you're looking for if you're Golden West, with the timeout being burned straight out of the quarter break, but the Rustlers unsure of how they want to proceed on a 3rd and 2. Now they're ready. Retzlaff, play action, guns over the middle, completes, finds Wiseman for a first down to the 24. Ross with the stop for Riverside, but the Rustlers move the chains. Let's go back, take you back to the replay here. Quick slant. Wiseman in traffic, working against Carter. And he makes the catch, 11-yard gain. The Rustlers with a fresh set of downs from the Riverside 24. Hurd in the backfield with Retzlaff. And they go to Hurd, running left, in trouble, thrown for a loss. Good penetration. Moorer coming up from his safety spot. There is a flag down. Summers again also getting in there, and Gage Summers has been all over the place. It's a loss of 3. That'll make it 2nd down and 13 from the 27. Kennewell and Branson to the right for the Rustlers. Blitz coming. Retzlaff throws it short, completes. Short gain on the play going back to Ojalabe. Or did he make the catch? Looks like Ojalabe did make the catch. Okay, so it's a 3rd down and 9 after the 4-yard completion to Ojalabe. Ojalabe, a guy that has been a big contributor for Golden West all season long. Nick Mitchell talking about Ojalabe and saying he's a guy who's really surprised us from the start of the season. We knew he was good, but he has been a big play receiver, making big catches all season long, making big runs after making catches as well. And he's been a guy that's been a pleasant surprise in this passing game as well. Makes the catch there. 3rd down and 9, finding Branson down to the 22. Ross trips him up. That makes it 4th down and about 6. And a decision for Nick Mitchell as Branson unable to pick up the 1st down. And we're going to see a field goal attempt as Jake Cypers comes on to attempt what will be a 39-yard field goal. He's 15 of 22 on the season with a long of 40. Snap, placement down, kick is up. Hooking and good. Cypers slips it inside the post. As we'll give you a look at the replay here, and this one moving, but through. And Golden West draws first blood. A 39-yard field goal by Cypers. And it's a 3-0 lead for the Rustlers. With 12:37 remaining in the first half, we'll keep it here as the Rustlers will get set to kick off. And again, Kinslow and Williams will retreat deep. Elijah Bennett. And await the kick from Cypers. Short kick taken at the 25. Fair catch there, and that's where Riverside will start. SoCalCollegeSports.com bringing you the SCFA Championship. Of course, you can follow all the action here on SoCal College Sports on our YouTube channel. Search SoCal College Sports 1 on YouTube or on our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. Quick slant, complete. Brooks with the catch at the 31. Marquise Brown-Leonard with the stop on Brooks. It'll bring up a 2nd down and short. Marquise Brown-Leonard starts out 3rd on the depth chart to begin the season, but here he is at safety to start here in the SCFA Championship as the Rustlers are battling some injuries. Makes the stop there on Brooks. Connors with the carry out to the 33. That's a couple of yards shy of 1st down yardage. It'll be a 3rd and short. 3rd and 2. Quick snap. Connors with a little lane. Bounces off a couple of tacklers. He's got the 1st down now, dragging tacklers out to the 41. A run of 8 yards on 3rd and 2. And the Tigers able to move the chains, pick up a fresh set of downs at their own 41. Not surprisingly, Nick Mitchell talking about the importance of limiting the Tigers in the ground game. If the Rustlers are going to get the win here, got to stop the run. Quick completion to Gitchaway out to the 46, where it'll be a 2nd down and 5. The Rustlers have done exactly that all season long, limiting opposing offenses to 2.4 yards a carry and under 80 yards a game rushing on the season. So they've been outstanding, and they'll need to continue to be here against a very good Tiger offense behind quarterback Jordan Barton. 2nd down and 5. Kinslow on the carry to the 39, where it'll be 3rd down and 2. Garcia able to bring Kinslow down short of the marker. Another 3rd and short for the Tigers. They'll go to the ground again. Kinslow on the carry over his right guard and pushes the pile for a gain of 3. Another 3rd down conversion as the Tigers continue to rely on that ground game early. Kinslow now with 27 yards rushing on 6 carries. Barton dropping to throw, finds Tucker for a gain of about 5. "44-yard line for the Tigers. It'll be a 2nd down and 6. As Barton comes to the line with the receivers left and right. Kinslow out of the backfield. Barton throws over the middle behind his intended target. He wanted to go back to Tucker. The pass incomplete. Another 3rd down coming up. Kylan Neal in the area. Again, this Rustler defense came up with 5 interceptions in the victory. I believe it was 6, actually. Let me correct myself. In the victory over College of the Canyons a week ago. Cody Savau had 3 of them himself. It was a big play defense on both sides, but so far the Rustlers haven't forced a turnover, but they do lead at 3-0. Barton able to evade pressure, but not the second wave. He's finally going to be brought down. 2nd sack for the Rustlers as Darren Vasquez gets there on a 3rd and 6. That'll bring on the Tiger punting unit. So the Rustler defense holds again. Tigers able to move it to midfield, but the drive stalls on the 3rd down sack by Vasquez. Kick away by Marroquin. Fair catch signaled for. No fair catch. This one's made it to 15. And now out past the 22 to 22. It's a risky play by Iman Lawoye. Fielding that one with a Tiger player breathing down his neck, but able to secure the ball and get a modest return out past the 20. 1st and 10 for the Rustlers. $8:50 to go here in the 2nd quarter. And a 3-0 lead for Golden West. A spot in the 3C2A championship a week from today to be hosted by the South representative on the line here for these 2 teams. So what an opportunity for the Tigers to make yet another appearance in the championship game and for the Rustlers to really embark on a new era. If they can scale the mountain here. That one nearly picked off. Flags do come in. That was Johnson jumping that route. Nearly had the pick. The coverage on Olajabe. But let's see what the flag is. Johnson might have gotten there too early. Again, the Rustlers, who have been outstanding under Nick Mitchell for the last several years. This isn't out of nowhere, but they are seeking what would be the first football championship in program history. So if they could get there, this will be yet another big step forward for this Golden West Rustler program. Looks like they're going to pick up the flag because now they are going to move it. Okay, so this is against Riverside. It's a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st down and 10 from the 27. Branson in motion. Snap to Retzlaff. Designed roll to the left. Retzlaff slings and completes out to the 40. Sidearm toss from Retzlaff moves the chains, a gain of 14. Give you a look at the replay here and watch Wiseman go up high and make the catch. There is a flag down. And this one is against Golden West, so that'll erase the carry, or I should say the completion to Wiseman. Back it up to the 16-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 20 for the Rustlers. To my memory, that might be the first penalty on the Rustlers in the game. Big call earlier on the Tigers that gave the Rustlers a first down after they had sent out the punting unit on the drive that eventually led to the field goal. Not many penalties on either side. Good running room for Hurd, who finds his way into the secondary and out to the 22-23. Gain of 7. Second down and 13, as we'll correct the scoreboard. After the 7-yard run, Ross with the stop for the Tigers. 7:50 as the clock moves, remaining here in the first half. The Rustlers on the strength of a 39-yard field goal by Cypers with a 3-0 lead. Retzlaff, quick throw on the left side, tipped and incomplete. That was Ross in the passing lane, and that was a dangerous throw by Retzlaff. We talked about Barton's numbers in the 17 touchdowns for 5 interceptions, but Retzlaff also has been very strong with his decision-making all season long. 21 touchdowns against just 5 interceptions, but that was a risky throw, trying to squeeze it in between Ross and Johnson. And it's 4th down. Excuse me, I believe the scoreboard was off, and so that'll bring on the punting unit. Had a couple of penalties there and lost track. Taken at the 39. Again, good running room for Tucker. Tucker to the near side all the way to the Rustler 41-yard line. That's a return of 20 yards, and it gives the Tigers outstanding field position to start this drive. Excuse me, that was Ashley on the return. Getting to the 39. Well, they'll spot it at the 41. 20-yard return. The 20-yard return is the longest punt return on the season for Riverside. The Rustlers, for their part, have been solid, defending punts all season long, limiting opposing teams to just 5.2 yards a return in the punting game. But that was a good hole for Ashley, who eventually turns it into a 20-yard return and terrific field position. Barton might have a free play here, rolling left, still directing traffic, dumps it short, completes for a gain of about 3 as he finds Houston. Araya with the stop. It's a gain of 3 and a 2nd down and 7. No flag on the play. Barton, all kinds of time. Still looking. Now back to his left. Gonna throw, find an open man, and it's dropped. Looking for Tucker, and Tucker maybe thinking about running with that ball before he'd secured it. He was open, and he knew he had some room, had both hands on it, just starts to turn, and the drop. A 3rd down and 7 now facing the Tigers. That was great protection up front. The Rustlers only rushing 4 and not getting to Barton much at all. We'll see if Nick Mitchell dials up a few more blitzes to try and increase the pressure. Play action. Blitz coming again. Barton with good protection. Still got all kinds of time. Looking left. Throws. Leaping attempt in the pass. Incomplete. Looking for Houston, but there was double coverage with Marquise Brown-Leonard and Malachi Gatewood both in the area. What a great job on camera, on directing tonight's broadcast, or I should say today's broadcast. Produced and directed by Mike Spada and Emery Johnson. 4th down, punting unit on. Great stand by the Rustler defense as they forced a 3 and out. This one in at the goal line and in for a touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10. The Tigers almost pinned the Rustlers down in the shadow of their own goalpost, but it just creeps across the goal line, and the Rustlers will start out from their own 20-yard line. 6:25 remaining. That's a great job by the Rustler defense after the solid return allowed the Tigers to start at their own 41-yard line. And you just can't say enough about the Rustler defense going back to a week ago and limiting the Cougars to 10 points, forcing 7 turnovers. But in this first half, the Rustlers have turned it over twice. They've given away short fields, but the Tigers with no points on the board. Retzlaff now with all kinds of time. Little fake, able to slip by. He's out past the 30 and heads out of bounds. Good enough to move the chains, and you know the word on Retzlaff was with a ligament injury, he was going to be somewhat hobbled, but how about the toughness? And it looks pretty good. Able to run the ball on a few occasions here in the first half. In fact, as I check the stats here, I believe Retzlaff, he's the leading rusher with 26 yards here in the first half, and he's able to still get around as he has all season long, encumbered as he is for this matchup. Read option, and Retzlaff is swallowed up by Turner for a loss on the play. So Randall Turner not fooled. It'll be a 2nd and long, loss of 4 on the play. Second down and 14 from the 33. There's a look at Randall Turner, leading tackler on the defensive line for the Tigers this season. Retzlaff, straight drop. Pocket collapsing, wants to tuck it and run, able to slip out of a tackle, brought down at the 34, a gain of a yard. But Retzlaff able to at least not lose yardage on the play as he was in trouble with that pocket collapsing. On the stop, it was Masiva for the Tigers. And now a 3rd and forever for Golden West. It's a 3rd and 13. Rustlers 2 of 5 on 3rd down so far today. Retzlaff looks over the Tiger defense. 3 wide receivers to his right. Straight drop, setting up the screen. Johnson looking for a block. He's out past the 35 and brought down at the 39. That's a gain of 11, but shy of first down yardage. So the Rustlers will take a little bit of field position. 11 yards on the completion. And they'll kick it away from their own 39-yard line with 4:13 and counting remaining here in the first half. And again, our clock unofficial. Try to keep you abreast of the exact time as much as possible. Guzman boots this one away. And the Tigers will let this one roll. And it will be touchdown at the 16-yard line. That's a punt of 45 yards from Guzman. And Riverside will take over 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line. Entertaining first half, just with 3 points on the board, but no shortage of drama. And a potential Rustler touchdown in the opening minutes. Erased on an incompletion being the call, rather than a fumble as initially indicated. So right there, Rustlers miss out an opportunity. Then they cough it up a couple of times here in the first half, but the Tigers, despite having some chances, haven't been able to capitalize just yet. Short gain on a 1st down carry. 2nd down and 7. From the 19-yard line, Barton wants to throw over the middle. Incomplete. Lawoye had the coverage and had the hit on Houston. And it brings up a 3rd down and 7. We'll give you a look here at the replay. And trying to get it to Houston, and Lawoye all over him, but delivers a good stick on Jamal Houston, who is slow getting up. 3:17 remaining here in the first half. 3rd and 7 for Riverside. Timeout on the field. You're watching the SCFA Championship on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Jamal Houston able to get to his feet, head off under his own power, always a good sign. So you got to believe we'll see Jamal again shortly. 3rd and 7 for Riverside from the 19-yard line. Kinslow in the backfield with Barton. Now they'll empty the backfield with Kinslow in motion. 4-man rush. Barton with protection, throws over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Ty Moore, and Lawoye again had the coverage. It's a 3 and out, and the Rustlers will get it back with good field position. And again, Lawoye, watch here, and yeah, that's a great call. I'm listening to the guys here in the booth, and the Rustlers, I think, definitely got away with one there as Lawoye had that right arm of Ty Moore pretty well locked up. No call. And instead, we'll see the Tiger punting unit, and the Rustlers should come away with this with pretty good field position. Good kick. The Rustlers will let this go, and it's going to bounce inside the 30 at the 30. So that's a kick of 51 yards. And a great job flipping the field. Abraham Nunez with the kick. It'll be 1st and 10, and for Nunez, that's his longest kick of the season at 51 yards, and a good time for it, as he's able to largely flip the field. The Rustlers, who no doubt thought they might be coming away there with some pretty good field position, instead will start from their 30 with a 1st and 10. Retzlaff has the snap and time, throws back to his left and completes out near midfield. Ojalabi with the reception. And again, there might have been some confusion on this play. It looked like the Tigers didn't really get off the ball. But credit to the Rustlers, and they kept playing. And Retzlaff able to find Ojalabi for a pickup of 18 yards to the 48 and a 1st down. Quick snap. Retzlaff, again, straight drop. Looking deep, flags are down, pass incomplete. Good coverage, Gooden locked up with Wiseman. 2nd and 10, but let's see what the flag is. This is against Riverside, 12 men on the field. So the Rustlers gonna pick up 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 5. Penalties, an emerging story here in this first half. The Rustlers done a good job. Meanwhile, the Tigers have hurt themselves with a few penalties. Now 4 penalties here in the first half for the Tigers, but they've come at inopportune times as well. Again, one happening on 4th down to allow the Rustlers to continue a drive. Retzlaff out in the flat, leaping catch is made, and a gain of about 4. As he finds Gianni Hurd, and a nice job by Hurd coming out of the backfield. Spotted at the 46. It'll be a 2nd down and 4. And again, that was a 1st and 10. So 6-yard gain to Hurd and a 2nd down and 4. Now from the Tiger 46. Again, they set up the screen and it's dropped. Boy, Summers was right there. Pass intended for Hurd, and now it's a 3rd down and 4 for the Rustlers, who are 2 of 6 on 3rd down here in the first half. But this would be a big one for Golden West to pick up. They've got it at the Tiger 46 as they lead it 3-0. 2:06 remaining here in the first half, as Retzlaff brings the Rustlers to the line for a 3rd and 4 play. Quick out, complete to Kennewell. Kennewell trying to stay in bounds, but he's wrapped up quickly. DeMonte Peoples with the stop, but Retzlaff able to move the chains as the Rustlers pick up 9 yards on a 3rd and short, and they have a 1st and 10. The Rustlers have it at the Riverside 37, 1st and 10. They'll overload the far side with 3 wide receivers. Clock moving. Retzlaff, blitz coming. steps up, hit as he throws the pass incomplete, wanted to go back to Kennewell. 2nd down and 10. That'll stop the clock with 1:27 remaining. In the 2nd quarter. See here again, good protection. That was Masiva coming unblocked, but Retzlaff steps up in the face of the pressure, but can't find Kennewell. And it's a 2nd down. Johnson in the backfield now with Retzlaff. Retzlaff taking his time now. He'll move Johnson to his left on 2nd and 10. Low snap. Retzlaff's got it. Blitz coming. Throws off the back foot, and it's incomplete. Retzlaff not able to get a lot on that throw, but perhaps a good thing that he couldn't, as Kennewell was well covered. Not much chance he was going to be able to squeeze that ball in here. Trying to throw back against his body, and really the only one there, Ross and Peoples. 3rd down and 10 for the Rustlers. They just converted on a 3rd down on the previous series. They're not in field goal range just yet. They're at the Riverside 37. It'd be 54 yards from here. Snap to Retzlaff, 4-man rush. Retzlaff guns on the near side, trying to squeeze it in, and it's incomplete. He was going back to Kennewell. Peoples again had the coverage. Get you a good look here. That's a good job by Peoples, getting a hand in there. Kennewell wants a call, but it's not forthcoming. And the Rustler drive going to stall at the Riverside 37. We'll see Guzman in the punting unit. Yeah, there was some contact there. Kennewell might have had an argument, but not an argument that you're going to win too often. So the Rustlers will kick it away. Guzman will try to locate with this kick. Fair catch made down near the 10-yard line as Ashley with the fair catch. They'll spot it at the 10. 27-yard kick, but of more importance, Guzman able to pin the Tigers deep in their own territory with 1:08 remaining. And there is Tom Kraft, longtime head coach at Riverside City College. And what does he do with this remaining 68 seconds? The Tigers do have all 3 timeouts, but it's a dangerous part of the field against a ball-hawking Rustler defense. Barton going to set to throw. Short crossing route, and it's incomplete. Can't find Ashley. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Tigers. And that throw a little bit behind Ashley. Can't make the catch. The Rustlers, for their part, also have 2 timeouts remaining. So a 2nd down and 10, empty backfield for Barton. Barton, good protection, throws, finds Brooks. Brooks out past the 15, tripped up at the 21. Brought down by Neal. But the reception by Brooks, good enough for a 1st down. Clock moving, 51 seconds. And now they'll stop the clock. And Riverside, Golden West actually going to take a timeout. So, 2nd charge timeout for the Rustlers. 51 seconds remaining here in the first half. Golden West with a 3-0 lead in the SCFA Championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. .51 seconds remaining in the first half. Riverside with a 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Trailing at 3-0. Barton, pressure from the blind side, but able to slip away again. He's out past the 25, hit by Neal and brought down at the 29. That is an 8-yard run for Barton, who just seems to have a way of slipping away from the Rustler pressure. He's done it a couple of times. We've talked about Retzlaff and his ability to work away from pressure, but boy, you can't undersell Jordan Barton. and what he's been able to do. 41 seconds as we have a timeout on the field, a 2nd and 2. Again, Ricardo Chavez, the kicker for Riverside, has been absolutely outstanding this season. Again, 17 of 19 on his field goals for the season with a long of 56 yards. So if the Tigers can get a big play here of any kind, they're going to be very close to, if not in, the range of Ricardo Chavez. So that's a luxury that they have. As they face a 2nd and 2 from their own 29. Still have 2 timeouts. Barton, blitz coming, good protection, completes over the middle. Ashley tries the stiff arm but can't get away. A gain of 3, but the clock moving as Gatewood brings him down. That is enough on a 2nd and 2 to get the Tigers a first down. Barton right back to work. Moving away from Alexander near the first down marker and appears to have enough to pick up another first down as he gets out of bounds at the 45-yard line as the Tigers, I should say at the 44, as the Tigers creep closer to field goal range. 18 seconds remaining, and the Tigers still with 2 timeouts. They have it at the 44. Again, here comes the blitz. Short throw, complete over the middle. Ashley with the catch. Tigers going to have to take a timeout here, and they do. At the 49-yard line of Golden West. It's a 2nd down and 3. But the major issue at this point becomes the clock. 12 seconds remaining in the first half. And even with a timeout, which gives the Tigers the ability to use the whole field, you got to believe they really only have time for about 1 more play. Maybe something short to the sidelines can buy you enough time to run 1 more short play and then kill the clock with a timeout. But it's close at 12 and a half seconds. Got to believe they need about 15 yards or so, maybe a little bit less, do the Tigers to get in Chavez range. They're at the Golden West 49. Tigers with 1 timeout still remaining. Here they come. Barton comes out with Lacey and Gitchaway to the far side. Ashley and Tucker to the near side. Empty backfield. Barton rolling away from pressure, throws on the sideline and completes. Finds Tucker at the 33-yard line with 6 seconds remaining. It'll be a 50-yard field goal attempt for Ricardo Chavez. His long on the season is 56. He's been dynamite. This will be 51 yards. The Rustler fans getting into it. A lot of noise. Placement down. Kick away from Chavez. Long enough and good. Chavez drills it from 51. And the Tigers will head into the locker room tied at 3 as Chavez puts it through from 51 yards out. Halftime from Golden West College, the Rustlers and the Tigers tied at 3 in the SCFA Championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. 30 minutes will determine the SCFA representative in the 3C2A state championship 1 week from today, Riverside and Golden West. It'll be one of these two teams tied at 3 as we start the third quarter. Lawoye takes it at the 5. He's out to the 20, bounces it to the right, and taken out of bounds near the 30. And that's where the Rustlers will start. 1st and 10. Tigers able to tie it up late in the first half. Chavez connects on a 51-yard field goal. Great job by Riverside running the 2-minute drill. They get it back less than 2 minutes. It was the 68-second drill. They start inside their 10-yard line. And they move it all the way to the 34 in just over a minute, and Chavez puts it through to tie it up at 3. First down carry to start the third quarter, and a gain of a couple. And let's take you back and watch from behind here as Chavez makes it look easy. From 51, he had some room to spare. Masiva and Schletty teaming up to stop Johnson. It was a gain of a yard, a 2nd down and 9 coming up for Golden West at their own 32-yard line. Started to give you the numbers on Retzlaff in the first half. Throws right, completes, finds Kenwell out to the 37. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. Peoples with the stop. Retzlaff now 13 of 21 for 121 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. In the first half, the Rustlers with a pair of turnovers in the first quarter, but they were able to keep the Tigers off the board till very late in the first half. In a 3-all game, Retzlaff with receivers left and right. 3rd and 3 for the Rustlers. Retzlaff throws short, and the pass incomplete. It's going to be 3 and out. Johnson on the coverage. And the Tigers get off the field immediately. Let's watch this one from the end zone view as he tries to slip it into Ojalabi, but can't do it. And again, Johnson coming over the top there to break up that pass. Good stand by the Tigers to start this third quarter. 13:37 to go. Guzman out to kick. Good punt. Taken at the 20, out to the 25, 30, and stop there. 10-yard return for Tucker. And the Tigers will take over at their own 30, 1st and 10. Barton in the first half, 14 of 24 for 86 yards. Kinslow led the way on the ground, 7 carries for 31 yards. Connors, 4 carries for 15 yards. Last week, we had coverage of the Riverside-Ventura game up in Ventura, and it was an opportunistic defense and a big play offense. A number of big plays for Barton, who threw for almost 300 yards in the game. But today, the Tigers haven't been able to produce any big plays. It's been short throws for Barton, including that one to Lacey for a gain of about a yard. 2nd down and 9, Lawoye on the stop. And obviously for the Rustlers, that was a big key. Tigers are a big play offense. Definitely look to get vertical plays if they can with a very deep and talented receiver core. Brooks circles to his right, has the 1st down and more. Hit and brought down at the 45 by Hernandez. But the completion for 14 yards moves the chains. And now it's 1st and 10 for the Tigers at their own 45-yard line. Barton back to the line with Kinslow to his left. Short drop, Barton nowhere to go. Now moving left, buys some time and completes. Catch made by Jamal Houston, but flags are down. So this is likely to go against Golden West. It happened on the line. The word we're getting is that this was a personal foul on the line. Don't know if we have a specific shot of that. You see the catch there by Houston. But, well, let's see. No? Okay. This is going to be a holding call against Riverside. It looked like the Rustlers might have a personal foul coming their way, but no call there. So a 1st and 20, crossing route complete. Out to the 40-yard line. Back to, should say, 5 yards shy of the original line of scrimmage. It'll be a 2nd down and 15. Ashley with the catch. The gain of 5 leaves a 2nd down and 15. So don't have a specific replay of the play in question, but there was definitely an altercation on the play, but not called. And that's a break for the Rustlers to be sure, as the holding call against Riverside does get called. Leaves a 1st and 20 after the 5-yard completion. It's now 2nd and 15, 11:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Injury timeout. It's Ashley getting to his feet. And again, he will head off largely under his own power. Somewhat encumbered, but Marquise is walking. And again, it's a good sign. 2nd and 15 as we'll get back to it early in the 3rd. Trying to keep an eye on the NCFA championship that's happening as well. San Mateo and City College of San Francisco, and one of those teams will be making the trip down. Will they be playing here in Huntington Beach at Golden West, or will they be traveling to Riverside to take on the Tigers? We'll know here in the next 30 minutes or so of football. Barton, all kinds of time, but the coverage is good. Slips away from some pressure from the blind side. How did he do that? Then throws and completes. But in the end, Lacey brought down, no gain on the play. Might have been able to get a yard, but let's watch the replay and talk about eyes in the back of your head. How does he get away from Ismail? Ismail Souza, who leads this Rustler team with 9 sacks, was thinking about number 10. But Barton able to slip away, get away from the sack. Now it's 3rd and 14, back to Brooks. Brooks with the catch. He's near the 1st down marker, but a little short. Into Rustler territory at the 46. 13-yard gain leaves a 4th and 1. Well, you could opt for a risky choice here, but it appears as though Tom Kraft's not going to do that. He will send out the punting unit in a 3-3 game, facing a 4th and 1. Here's the snap. They'll kick it away. High kick. Lavoie will let this one go. It'll bounce inside the 5 and into the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 Rustlers from the 20. As they get it back, Tigers pick up a couple of 1st downs, but ultimately the drive stalls. 10:09 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Walter Brooks, who had no catches in the game at Ventura a week ago, now up to 5 catches for 49 yards in the game. So Barton continues to excel, spreading it around. Again, it's a very deep and talented core of wide receivers, and this week, after last week, it was Ashley and Houston and Tucker. Now it's Brooks getting into the act. But the Rustler defense has been up to the task. We're still tied at 3 early in the 3rd. Quick pitch from Retzlaff. Hurd running left, but he runs into a wall. The ball comes out, and they're going to say he was down by contact. Carter was in the area, and Johnny Hurd picks up a couple, brings up a 2nd down and 8. Rustlers with 2 turnovers in the game, Tigers with none. We're still tied at 3 after both these teams used big plays on defense big time in their wins a week ago. Play action, Retzlaff floats on the far side, it's incomplete. Looking for Wiseman, Carter had the coverage. And a 3rd down and 8 for the Rustlers, who had a quick 3 and out on their first possession here in the 3rd quarter. And now in danger of giving it right back again as they face a 3rd and long. They're 3 of 9 on 3rd down in the game. Retzlaff with Johnson in the backfield. Four wide receivers. Retzlaff. No one open, running left, and he is hit out of bounds by Carter. Minimal gain on the play, maybe a couple, and it's going to be another 3 and out. Watch here as Carter takes advantage of the opportunity to lay the lumber on Retzlaff. Out of bounds. Guzman comes on to punt again. Starting to be a busy afternoon for both punters. Guzman on to punt for the 5th time. Gets this one away. Short kick, but it takes a Rustler bounce inside the 40. And they will down it at the 35. That's a punt of 40 yards. No return. And the Tigers will take over in a tie game at their own 35-yard line. 8:41 to go here in the 3rd quarter. We do have a Tiger player down. Take a quick injury timeout. You're watching the SCFA Championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Tigers with the football at their own 35. Tied at 3. There's a look at Jordan Barton. Has the snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw. Complete to Tucker. Stiff arms a man at the 45. He's into Rustler territory. Pushed out of bounds near the Rustler 45-yard line. Brown Leonard eventually forcing him out, but Tucker able to pick up some yards after the catch, gets it to the Rustler 46 where it's 1st and 10. Connors sweeping to the near side, pushed out of bounds near the 40. They'll spot it at the 41. 5-yard run leaves a 2nd down and 5. Neal able to eventually force him out of bounds. 2nd down and 5. Ty Moore coming on for the Pirates, who will go with an empty backfield here on 2nd and 5. Showing blitz, here they come. Quick throw over the middle, and the catch is made as they find finding Kimani Quaid. That's the first catch for Quaid as he picks up 7 yards to the 34. That's good enough for a 1st down. Barton now up to 21 completions, 21 of 31 in the game. Flags are down on the handoff. Connors churning his legs for a gain of about 5 to the 34. Let's see what the flag is. Golden West with just 1 penalty so far in the game for 10 yards. Riverside 5 for 29. Make it 2 penalties for 15 yards as Golden West offside. And Tigers will take the penalty. It'll be 1st and 5 from the Golden West 29-yard line. Every point so critical now midway through the 3rd quarter, tied at 3. Got to believe Riverside well within the field goal range of Chavez, but no doubt looking for a 6 if they could find one. Blitz coming, good protection again. Barton pop flies, man open, catch, touchdown Riverside. Devin Gitchaway. He was 5 yards clear. And Barton finds him for a 29-yard touchdown. And Riverside takes the lead. The Rustlers dial up the blitz, and they don't get there. And that allows Gitchway to go one-on-one, eventually getting away from Prince Ford. Chavez with the extra point. Riverside now in the lead for the first time today at 10-3 with 6:45 remaining here in the third quarter. Well, we talked about the big play offense. I don't remember what the longest play from scrimmage for the Tigers was today, but it was under 20 yards, maybe right around 20 yards, and that was the first play where the Tigers have really been able to get something downfield. And they take the lead. Going to take you back to the replay and watch again. This is going to start with great protection up front. Both these offensive lines have done such a good job protecting the quarterback all season. And that leaves Gitchway one-on-one, able to get the double move and get some separation as Barton finds him. 18th touchdown pass for Barton on the season. And for Devin Gitchway, as Lawoye on the return, out past the 20 and forced out of bounds just past the 25. For Gitchway, that is touchdown reception number 1 on the season, and what a time for it. And now the Rustlers trail for the first time today at 10-3. Again, the second meeting of the season between these two teams. You go back to September 25th, and Golden West led throughout in that one. So this is the first time in the two meetings between these two teams that the Tigers have had the lead. Retzlaff with the hurdle. Gets out past the 30. Watch here as he's working against Peoples. And can't quite well, man. He pretty well cleared Peoples. It was Carter who pushed him out of bounds. Still spotted at the 32. That's a gain of 3 and a second down and 7. So it took 6.5 quarters, but Riverside finally has the lead against Golden West. It's 10-3. Jake Retzlaff has the snap. Good protection. Finds Branson. Branson out to midfield. First down for the Rustlers. Gain of 20. Peoples forces him out of bounds. As Branson coming right into your living room. They'll spot it at the 47. That's a gain of 21. First down and 10. Hurd with the handoff, little move to his left. And he is down to the 41, call it the 40. 7-yard run for Hurd. It's a second down and 3. Well, we talk about the Tigers not being able to find a big play here offensively until this most recent drive. That's also been the case for Golden West. Both these teams have been working against stout defenses throughout. 2nd and 3, that was one of the better runs of the game for Golden West. A 7-yard run by Hurd. Now a completion to Wiseman. The Rustlers are quickly on the move. Wiseman makes the catch, going over the middle. 1st and 10 for Golden West. They have it inside the 30 at the Riverside 28. There is a flag down with 5:15 remaining here in this third quarter as we take you back to the catch by Wiseman.
They're moving up.
And a dead ball foul against Riverside, so the Rustlers going to move it a little bit closer. That'll move it down to the 11-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. Retzlaff has receivers left and right. Branson and Kennewell to the near side. It's Hurd on the handoff. Hurd slips out of one tackle in the backfield, falls forward for a gain of a couple. It's a 2nd down and 8. Summers again on the stop. He's been busy this afternoon for Riverside. 2nd down and 8 from the 9. The Rustlers can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. Retzlaff with Hurd to his left. 2nd and 8 from the 9. Looking left, throws, and completes short of the goal line. This is near the first down marker at the 1. Branson with the reception. Let's see where they spot it. If they call this a first down, no, they're going to spot him a couple of yards shy. It'll be 3rd down and 3 from the 4-yard line of Riverside. Johnson in the backfield with Retzlaff. In fact, Hurd and Johnson both in the backfield, dual setbacks. They go to Johnson. Johnson going to look to throw back to Retzlaff. Got it for a touchdown! The Rustlers go to the bag of tricks as Jared Johnson finds Retzlaff. Well, I'll tell you, that was reasonably well diagnosed by Riverside. They were there, but Retzlaff able to get a little separation. About a step. And a pretty good throw from Johnson. And again, need to remind people watching this one, ligament injuries for Retzlaff. Again, moving pretty well. Toughness from Retzlaff, doing it all, up to and including catching touchdown passes. Brand new ball game, 3:42 to go in the 3rd. We're tied at 10. Golden West and RCC, the SCFA championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Deep kick taken inside the 5. Bennett out past the 20 and tripped up at the 23-yard line. Tigers get the big play earlier in the 3rd quarter as Barton finds Gitchway, but what a response by Golden West as they work their way down the field. And eventually Johnson on a 3rd down running right goes back to Jake Retzlaff, the quarterback, who makes the catch and gets his feet down for a 3-yard touchdown reception, and we're all tied again at 10. Well, we said at the start of the 2nd half, 30 minutes would decide it. Well, how about 18 and a half minutes to decide it? Kinslow running right, taken out of bounds at the 26, gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. Lawoye brings down Kinslow. They won't give him much of a spot. Spot at the 25. Really more of a 2nd and 8. Quick throw, complete to Tucker. Tucker tripped up at the 32. That is near the first down marker. Wait and see on the spot. Let's take you back to the touchdown. Johnson running right, and Retzlaff able to just get outside Ross and Carter, who were in the area, and make the touchdown reception. Kinslow on the carry. On a 3rd and short, has enough for a first down. So Kinslow gets the tough yardage. And Riverside with a first down now at their own 39-yard line. Connors tries to cut it back, looking for a little lane. He's got one, picks up a block. He's at the 45-50, 45 of Golden West. Finally forced out of bounds inside the 40. What a great effort by Dean Connors. Out at the 38-yard line, that's a run of 23 yards and another first down before Marquise Leonard Brown finally takes him out. Marquise Brown Leonard. Eventually with the stop, but Connors rambles for 23. And now it's the Tigers back on the move. Blitz coming. Barton rolling right, still directing traffic, going to keep it himself. And again, following his blockers, able to pick up 7 or 8 yards. This is very near first down yardage. Out of bounds at the 31. It's a 2nd down and 2 after Barton runs for 8 yards. They want to move quickly. Kinslow running right, slips a tackle in the backfield and falls forward. That's a great job by Kinslow, avoiding a loss and picking up enough yardage to move the chains for a first down. Looked like Alexander had a shot at Kinslow in the backfield, but what a great job. Well, it looks like he is just a little bit short. It's 3rd and short, but appears to have enough for the first down on the 3rd down carry. So Kinslow on a 3rd and inches gets a good push up front. That's following Ed Riley, the center, Tavita Fuyamono, left guard with a good push. Gets it to the 26-yard line, the gain of 4. Will give the Tigers a first down, under a minute to go in the 3rd. Tigers want to keep it moving. Kinslow with a good hole again. Inside the 20, dragging tacklers down to the 15. That's a run of 11 yards, another first down. The Tigers have made the adjustment offensively here in this second half after they were held scoreless for over 29 minutes. They had a good drive to finish that first half, and they moved the ball well here in this 3rd quarter. 1 touchdown on the board. They're back in the red zone. Connors running left, has the edge. He's inside the 10, cuts it back. Connors down to the goal line. He's just short. He's inside the 1. Dean Connors, who had a 23-yard run earlier in this drive, a magnificent individual effort there, runs for 16 more. Down to the 1-yard line. He'll stay in the backfield. Counting down 4 seconds. Tigers going to try and run one more play. They snap it. Connors over the top. And he's hit. Dean Connors on the final play of the 3rd quarter gives the Tigers a 16-10 lead. We are through 3. Riverside back on top in the SCFA championship here at Golden West on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Up the extra point. There is a flag down prior to the snap. False start against Riverside. That'll back up Chavez, but needless to say, shouldn't present too much of a problem, at least historically. And he puts it through. Riverside now leading it 17-10 as we get set to start the 4th quarter. We'll come back to Huntington Beach for the SCFA championship. Riverside on top of Golden West, 17-10 on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Tigers back on top. Behind good running from Dean Connors, who's up to 58 yards on 8 carries in the game. But Connors with a couple of big runs on that drive as Riverside back out in front 17-10. Here's the approach and the kick away. Lawoye from the 7. Out to the 15, 20, 25. Back to his right. He's out past the 30. Solid field position for the Rustlers as they will start from the 30-yard line. Trailing it 17-10. Couple of scoring drives for Riverside in that third quarter. They went 77 yards on that last drive with Connors punching it in from a yard out. These offenses getting going here in this second half. 3 touchdowns on the board after we were tied at 3 at the half. Play fake and good running room for Retzlaff, who breaks a couple of tackles. He's out near midfield. Retzlaff continues to lead the way on the ground for Golden West. That's a run of 20 yards for Retzlaff. Quick first down at midfield. From the 50. Play action. Quick screen. Running room once again. Into Tiger territory inside the 35. And down to the 32-yard line, Torrance Wiseman for 18 yards, and the Rustlers quickly on the move. They'll spot it at the 33. That's 17 yards. As Retzlaff finds Wiseman. 2 plays, 37 yards. Rustlers have it at the Tiger 33-yard line. Receivers left and right. Hurd in the backfield. And it is Johnny Hurd over his right guard for a gain of about 4. Turner with the stop. Second down and 6. Upcoming for the Rustlers. Retzlaff with 47 yards rushing in the game. Battling a leg injury. Has time. Over the middle, good coverage, trying to squeeze it into Branson, but Ross in the area. And now it's 3rd down and 6. And again, it's been a struggle for both of these teams on 3rd down for the most part. It's gotten better here in the 3rd quarter as both teams have started to move the ball more effectively. But Golden West still 4 of 11 on 3rd down in the game. This is a 3rd and 6. 3 wide receivers bunched to the far side. Throwing right, Wiseman open, leaping catch inside the 10, first down Golden West. What a throw, what a catch. As Retzlaff with the fastball gets it to Wiseman, who goes up high and makes the catch. Torrance Wiseman starting to put together an impressive afternoon. 5 catches for 60 yards. And now it's the Rustlers back into the red zone. They have it 1st and 10 at the Riverside 9. Well, you never would have thought it in the first half that you'd be watching a game where you would wonder who's going to have the ball last here in the second half. But both these offenses have it going. Retzlaff, quick pitch to Hurd, who takes a big hit out of bounds. Loss of a yard on the play. Moorer coming up with the hard hit on Johnny Hurd. So a 2nd down and goal. They'll spot it just inside the 10. Retzlaff directing traffic.
The guy you'll see right now. The guy I'm walking towards, the highlighted green shirt.
Retzlaff with time. Now starts rolling left. Throws into the end zone. We don't have a signal yet. Yeah. That's going to be a touchdown. Savao goes down, picks this one off the turf, makes the catch for a 9-yard touchdown. What a job by Retzlaff squeezing it in. I was looking for a signal. But what a catch in traffic. And let's correct, that was Olajabi. Like Savao, but it was Olajabi making the reception. Extra point up and good. Back come the Rustlers. 12:05 to go in the game. Tied once again at 17. Golden West and Riverside, the SCFA Championship on SoCalCollegeSports.com. All tied up again as the Rustlers go 70 yards with Retzlaff eventually finding Olajabi on the touchdown pass. We are tied at 17. And the kick through the end zone. And the Tigers will start from the 25, where they'll have it 1st and 10. For Retzlaff, that was his 22nd touchdown pass on the season. For Ojalabi, that was his 5th touchdown reception, and he did a great job on the low throw from Retzlaff to make the catch and tie this one up. Big hit on Kinslow by Permasa. Watch Permasa get into the hole here. Short gain for Kinslow. 2nd down and 9. From the 26. Quick pitch to Houston, sweeping to the near side. He's in trouble. He's going to be taken down for a loss of a yard on the play. Back to a 3rd and 10. The Rustlers weren't fooled. 1-yard loss. And a 3rd and 10, and Golden West, who has trailed a couple of times here in the second half, looking for a quick 3 and out and a chance to get themselves potentially back in the lead. Barton comes to the line. Kinslow in the backfield. 3rd and 10. 3-man rush. Barton throwing on the far side. Leaping catch by Tucker. And Tucker has enough for the 1st down. Out to the 46, 47-yard line. 17 yards. Barton to Tucker. 12 yards to the 42. But good enough on a 3rd and 10. Tigers keep the drive alive. Rustlers showing blitz. Here they come. Barton under pressure. He's going to be sacked back inside the 40. Ishmael Souza and Pamasa both getting there. And for Souza, he leads this Rustler defense that came in with 43 sacks as a team with 9. And he was finally able to get loose, and more importantly, finally able to find a way to wrap up Jordan Barton, who has been incredibly elusive. It's a loss of 4, and it brings up a 2nd down and 14. We do have a Tiger player down with 10:22 remaining in the game. Well, the Rustlers have been able to create some pressure, but thus far hadn't had a whole lot of success actually getting to Jordan Barton. But They do there. It is their third sack in the game. As they continue to attend to a Tiger player who's down, we'll step aside for an injury timeout. It's the SCFA Championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. And we are back, tied at 17. 10:22 remaining in the fourth quarter as they help. Looks like Tristan Hayes, freshman offensive lineman, to the sideline after the sack on Barton. It's a 2nd and 14. And here come the Tigers, who have the ball at their own 38. Snap to Barton, empty backfield. Throws over the middle on the crossing route. Short gain on the play. Ashley brought down by Brown Leonard. That'll leave a 3rd and long. So a 3rd and 9 after the 5-yard pickup. Tigers just converted on a 3rd and 10 moments ago. They'll have to do it again here on another 3rd and long. 4-man rush. Barton stepping up, still looking. He's going to be hit and brought down. Souza gets there again. It's a gain of a yard, but more importantly, it brings up a 4th and 8. The Rustlers are going to get the ball back. Well, always a boon defensively when you can create pressure, rushing just 4. And a guy like Ismail Souza certainly helps. A sack earlier in that series, and that time he was able to chase down Barton and end the Tiger drive. The kick away angled toward the near side. It's going to be down inside the 10-yard line. It did creep in to the end zone for a touchback. So the Rustlers will go to work after the touchback from their own 20. 8:53 to go in the fourth quarter. Four consecutive scoring drives. That run ends between the two teams. The Rustlers get a stop. After both teams have traded a couple of touchdowns here in the second half. Retzlaff on a designed roll. Looking right, running out of room, throws and completes. Out past the 30 to the 34-yard line. Branson with another catch. So Tanner Branson with a 14-yard pickup. Rustlers immediately going to work. Branson, meanwhile, now with 5 catches in the game as well, 5 for 53. Retzlaff up to 214 yards passing with a touchdown pass and a touchdown reception. Quick pitch, and it's a shovel pass, so that'll go down as an incompletion. He was looking for Jared Johnson. Make it 2nd down and 10. Johnson remains in the backfield on 2nd and 10 from the Golden West 34-yard line. Blitz coming, quick throw, complete on the far side. Johnson finally able to get Kennewell out of bounds after a gain of 9. It'll bring up a critical 3rd and 1. Rustlers to the line on a 3rd and 1. Johnson hit behind the line. This is going to be a loss of a yard on the play. Big stand by the Tiger defense, and that front 4 able to stone Jared Johnson on a 3rd and short. The Rustlers are going to have to punt it away. 7:34 to go. Well, we just saw the Rustlers get a big stop defensively, earn a chance for their offense, but after a quick first down, the Rustlers stop short on a 3rd and short, and they'll have to kick it away. Good kick from Guzman. End over end, but it takes a Tiger bounce back to the 26-yard line, and that's where Riverside will start. Well, can it be a surprise that this one is heading down to the wire? It's been tight throughout. Nobody is led by more than 1 score in the game. Golden West struck first with a field goal. Riverside answered shortly before the half. We went into the locker rooms tied at 3. Riverside got a touchdown pass. Barton to get you away to take a 10-3 lead, but a little razzle-dazzle, and Golden West comes back as Jared Johnson, halfback option, goes back to Retzlaff to tie it at 10. Barton going deep, has Houston with the catch at the 35. It's a foot race. Houston at the 15, 10-5, not going to catch him. Touchdown, Tigers. 74 yards. The big plays continue here in the second half. Tigers back on top. Going to give you a look here from field level. Again, good protection. And Jamal Houston gets a couple of yards clear. It was one-on-one coverage working against Cody Savall. The hero from a week ago with 3 interceptions, but a tough assignment trying to stay with Houston. And Houston gets behind him. Another great throw from Jordan Barton as he drops it in perfectly. And Houston wins the race to the pylon. 74 yards. It's now 24-17, 6:54 to go. The Rustlers need to come back again. It's the SCFA Championship on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Well, one might have argued that we didn't have a tremendous amount of highlights for our reel in the first half. Not the case in the second half. These two teams coming up with one big play after another. Back and forth affair. The Tigers trying to repeat as champions in the 3C2A. They vanquished unbeaten Ventura a week ago. Up in Ventura. Back on the road again here against another unbeaten team, Golden West. And they've got a 7-point lead midway through the fourth, 6:46 to go. The Rustlers have been able to respond a couple of times here in the second half. But they're going to need to do it again if they want to continue here in 2021. Think back to early October. This was a Tiger team that was 3-2, coming off a couple of losses in a row. You wondered to what degree they were really going to be able to defend a pass in the flat, and it's ruled incomplete. 2nd down and 10. That was nearly disaster for Golden West here on the first play as Retzlaff tried to get it to Branson. Boy, that was barely a forward pass, but it was. 2nd down and 10. Bring you back live. Or no, this is one more look at the replay. Now we're back live. 2nd down and 10. But what a response by the Tigers. 7 wins in a row, and they are very much alive and well, trying to defend their championship from 2019. Back to Branson. It's incomplete. Now it's 3rd down and 10. Tiger defense is pumped up. We do have a flag down. Take a look at the replay. See, that was Purcell. Get up there, big man. And he was able to tip it away, but let's wait and see. The flag is going to work against Golden West. It's a holding call. Tigers will take the penalty, and instead of 3rd and 10, they'll make it 2nd and 20. Second and 20 from the 20-yard line. They'll spot it at the 21. And there is leading tackler for Riverside, Noah Purcell. Middle linebacker. He's been around the football pretty much all season. Straight drop, Retzlaff with time. Guns on the far side, trying to squeeze it in, looking for Kennewell. But good coverage by Gooden. And now it's 3rd and forever for the Rustlers. It's a 3rd and 20. 6:30 to go. Tiger defenders getting their faithful who have made the trip into it. Tiger sideline is into it. And why wouldn't they be? Golden West feeling a pretty partisan crowd in their own stadium. But the Tigers travel well. 3rd and 20. Retzlaff, straight drop, has time again, working that far side. Completes, but short of the 1st down. Back to Kennewell, and Gooden there immediately. 4th and long, and the Rustlers will have to kick it away. 6:15 to go in the ball game, and the Tigers are going to get it back, leading by 7. Well, that was an impressive defensive run. As the Tigers get the quick 3 and out, Guzman back on to kick it away. Short kick from Guzman, takes a Rustler bounce. It'll be down near the 40. They'll spot it. Gonna wait and see at the 44. So good field position. And again, we go back to the kicking game and Chavez. And again, you can pick up a couple of 1st downs here if you're the Tigers. You get into Chavez's range, and a field goal here makes it a 2-score game. And the clock becomes more and more of a factor. 5:47 remaining in the ball game. And again, the Tigers maybe just a couple of 1st downs away from making this a 2-score game. That puts a lot of pressure on this Rustler defense that has had such an amazing year. For this undefeated Golden West squad, Connors thought about reversing field again. Now going to head to the near sideline where Saval rides him out of bounds after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. We saw Connors reverse field earlier in this 2nd half with great success, leading to a 23-yard run. Thought about it there. How many times can you hope to get away with that against a defense with the kind of lateral speed that Golden West brings to the table? And Connors thought better of it. Just decided to get what he could, pick up a couple. And a 2nd down and 8 upcoming. Tigers with the lead on the strength of the big play Barton to Houston moments ago. Kinslow straight ahead for a gain of 4. And a massive 3rd and 4 coming up for Riverside. Again, the Rustlers trailing by 7. Need to get the ball back. 4:45 and counting remaining in the game. Riverside 8 of 16 on 3rd down here today, and that has been a big part of their success. You think back to this game, and a number of occasions will readily pop to mind where the Tigers have been able to keep drives alive with big 3rd down conversions. Rustlers showing blitz. Here they come. Barton, pump fake. Now looking deep on the near side. And Houston appears to have it. Jamal Houston with another big catch. And another big third down conversion. Let's give you a look from field level. Houston working against Hernandez. What a great leaping catch by Houston. It's a fantastic job on camera getting us that look at Houston. Angelo Solis down at field level, and the Tigers have it at the 14-yard line as Barton goes back to Houston. The Tigers are looking to slam the door here potentially. If they can pick up another touchdown here, go up a couple of scores late in the fourth quarter. Kinslow running right out of bounds after a modest gain. Give Kinslow a gain of about 3. It'll be a second down and 7. Timeout on the field, 3:26 to go. The Tigers back in the red zone, leading it by 7. It's the SCFA Championship on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Five-yard run by Kinslow. It's a second down and 5 from the Golden West 9-yard line. Barton with Kinslow to his left. They go back to Kinslow straight ahead, dragging tacklers for a gain of a couple. It's going to bring up another third down and short. Tigers just converted on a huge third down as Barton found Houston again. Houston over 100 yards receiving just in this fourth quarter. And Houston now, I don't know if they've updated that. Timeout taken meanwhile. Rustlers with their second charge timeout. Third down and short coming up, but right now for the Tigers, they are decidedly within field goal range, and any score at this point for the Tigers is so very large because it does make it a 2-score game, and time beginning to slip away from the Rustlers with only 3:20 remaining. Third down and short from the 5. And they snap it and give it to Kinslow, who is taken down for a loss in the backfield. That'll push it back to the 9-yard line. Still a relative chip shot for Chavez as the Rustlers will take their final timeout. 3:15 to go. We'll step aside. Watching the SCFA Championship here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Chavez will attempt a 26-yard field goal from the right hash. Kick is up and good. Chavez puts it through. It's 2 for 2 on the day, and Riverside pushes the lead to 10 at 27-17 with 3:10 to go. Now the Rustlers will need something fairly dramatic. They do have a little over 3 minutes, but they're out of timeouts. And they got to find a way to score quickly and then get the ball back. Let's take you back one more time, field level, and watch Jamal Houston, who now has 5 catches for 120 yards. And the vast majority of that has come on 2 huge catches here in the fourth quarter. The 74-yard touchdown and this reception, which came on 3rd down. Houston doesn't come up with this ball. Might still be talking about a 1-score game, but Houston makes that catch. Tigers convert as Chavez able to put it through from 26 yards out. Now it's 27-17. Just over 3 minutes to go. Lamoye from the 5, out to the 20. 25 near the 30 and forced out of bounds. Short of the 35, they'll spot it at the 32, 27-yard return. We do have a score update. Did you say San Francisco? Yeah, San Francisco on top of San Mateo, 20-17. The NCFA championship going on simultaneously. And again, the winners, these 2 games. Back at it a week from today for the 3C2A championship. In the South this year. The throw off the hands of Wiseman and incomplete, and a 2nd down and 10. For Golden West. Again, the Rustlers out of timeouts with 2:59 to go. As Retzlaff, the throw a little bit behind as he was looking for Wiseman. Snap to Retzlaff, trying to set up the screen. They do to Johnson. Johnson tiptoes the far sideline near the 1st down marker, but a little short. They'll spot it at the 40, where it'll be 3rd down and 2. Johnson was able to get out of bounds, still 2:44 remaining. They'll spot at the 38, so it's a 3rd and 4. Johnson in the pistol. Tigers rush 4, throw over the middle, catch is made. Big hit on Wiseman by Ross, but Wiseman holds onto the ball, his 6th catch today, takes it to midfield. 1st down for Golden West. Snap to Retzlaff. 4-man rush. Retzlaff rolling right, throws on the run, completes to Kennewell. Forced out of bounds at the 43 of Riverside. 7-yard gain. Leaves a 2nd down and 3. Golden West working quickly. Again, they're out of timeouts. Set up the screen to Johnston. Johnson able to slip out of a tackle, takes a big hit, but holds on to the football. Purcell levels Johnson, but what a great job by Jared Johnson holding on to the ball. He picks up 6 yards, but doesn't get out of bounds. So the clock is moving. The Rustlers have got to hurry. They're at the Tiger 37. Retzlaff looking deep. Guns completes. Finds Ojalabi near the 1st down marker, and he's got it at the 26. 11-yard gain as Retzlaff finds Ojalabi. That'll stop the clock while they move the chains. Still 1:25 to go. Retzlaff, good pocket, throws into coverage. Ross high up, had his hands on it, but can't come down with it. That was going to be a tough squeeze to find Wiseman. Tigers had excellent coverage. It's a 2nd down and 10, but you can hardly blame Retzlaff at this point. Down to 1:19 to go, and you got to take some chances. Golden West trailing by 10. They come out with receivers left and right. Jared Johnson in the backfield. Again, the Tigers rush 3. Retzlaff throws, completes inside the 5 to Ojalabi again. They do force Ojalabi out at the 2-yard line. Strong throw from Retzlaff. Getting it to Ojalabi. The Rustlers are on the doorstep with a 1st and goal at the 2-yard line and a timeout taken by Riverside with 1:12 to go. Well, hold on. Not over yet. 27-17. Tigers on top. The SCFA Championship on SoCal College Sports. First and goal from the 1 for Golden West. Looking to punch it in and whistles before the snap. This one going to go against Golden West. No, it's against Riverside. Okay, so an illegal substitution. And I don't know about half the distance here. That would be what, about, 2-3 inches? We'll see. But first and goal. They fake to Johnson, throw back at the end zone, complete for the touchdown. Play action, and they find Robbie Savau. 1-yard touchdown reception. Golden West back within 4 at 27-23, but with no timeouts remaining. This is going to come down to an onside kick. The Rustlers need to come up with the football to give themselves a chance. They have no way to stop the clock. If the Tigers extra point off the crossbar, and that can be very meaningful. If the Rustlers somehow come up with this onside kick, they will now need a touchdown. A field goal would have tied it, but it's 4. So let's hold it right here as we get ready for the onside kick. But that may end up being a tremendously important play. If the Rustlers can get the ball back, that changes the dynamic significantly. And the Tigers will send out their hands unit.
Okay.
And the Rustlers, with no timeouts remaining, are going to have to come up with this onside kick. Otherwise, this magical run here in 2021 is going to come to an end here in the SCFA Championship, and the Tigers will be on their way back to the state championship looking to defend once again. Again, they're late in the 4th. City College of San Francisco with a 3-point lead against College of San Mateo. Here we go. Listen, let's wait and see what happens here. The Rustlers are indicating they have it, and they do! The Rustlers have it back. 1:06 remaining in the game, but again, they trail it by 4. The missed extra point takes the field goal off the board. The Rustlers are going to need a touchdown. This is truly all or nothing now for Golden West. Can they find a way? Show you a couple looks. That was a great job on the onside kick. And once this one bounces free, the Rustlers are all over it. Looked like Ty Moore trying to get that one out of the air, but it squirts away, and here we go. From the 47, Retzlaff with a chance. Wiseman with the drop. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Wow. This game has had no shortage of dramatic moments. This has been a classic. Great job in all phases of the game from both these teams. We see the defenses stand up, big plays on offense. Retzlaff looking for the double move, just overshoots Kennewell. Man, oh man. If Retzlaff can lay that in there, that may be the touchdown that the Rustlers needed. Third down and 10. We're at 57 seconds. Tigers trying to make one final stand, get back to the championship game. Retzlaff over the middle, completes to Kennewell. Cut down, he's got enough for a first down. They're going to stop the clock to move the chains. It's at the 41, spotted at the 43 rather. And they are going to wind the clock. We're at 47 seconds. Retzlaff, straight drop, under pressure, rolling to his right, in some trouble, going to head out of bounds. And that play cost Golden West about 10 seconds, 37 seconds remaining. It was no gain on the play. And now it's second down and 10 from the Riverside 43. Well, if nothing else, Retzlaff can probably get it to the end zone from this spot on the field. So you got a chance. Deep drop for Retzlaff, throws complete. Catch is made by Branson. It's third and short, but the Rustlers have got to hurry. 27 seconds. Clock is moving. Retzlaff to the line. He's going to spike it. Now with 23 seconds remaining, that also brings up a fourth down and 2. So the Rustlers have to pick up the first down here, if nothing else. But they really can ill afford to go to the middle of the field as well. No timeouts. They have it at the Riverside 35. Fourth down and 2. 3 wide receivers to the far side. Retzlaff has the snap. Blitz coming. Retzlaff on the move. Completes. That's good enough for a first down. Branson makes the catch at the 29. They'll stop the clock to move the chains. It's at the 29. Retzlaff will kill the clock. 15 seconds remaining. And Golden West has it at the Riverside 29-yard line. Second down and 10. Well, we can give you the down and distance, but obviously at this point, it's the clock and whether or not Golden West can come up with a touchdown. 15 seconds. Three-man rush. Retzlaff in the pocket, can't take a sack, rolling right, throws incomplete, down to 8.5 seconds. And that looked like Summers coming on a delayed blitz. And Retzlaff able to get rid of it. Down to 8.5 seconds. And it's a 3rd and 10, and for Golden West, they might have to take a shot right here. They're at the 29. Time enough, perhaps, for only one more play. Retzlaff throws on the sideline. Kennewell tiptoes the sidelines. Out of bounds at the 16-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 with 5 seconds remaining. This is it. Golden West going to have time for one play. They've seen Kennewell a couple of times on this drive. Ojalabi and Branson to the left. Last play. Championship in the SCFA on the line. Throws inside the 5. Big hit at the 2. Kennewell going to be stopped short. The Rustlers just that close. The Tigers come up with yet another big play as Kennewell makes the catch on the skinny post inside the 5, and then watch The big hit short of the goal line. That is unbelievable. Noah Purcell stands up Kennewell at the 2-yard line. Now, the leading tackler all season long. How about the biggest tackle of the season on the final play? Well, that's an SCFA classic. Incredibly high drama. And the Rustlers, right down to the wire, they come up with the big touchdown. They get it back on the onside kick. A masterful job in the final minute, working the clock and navigating downfield. Let's take you back early going, and a big fumble on a Rustler drive early. The Tigers able to force a couple of turnovers in the first quarter, but they didn't turn any of those turnovers into points. Instead, it was Golden West on a Cypress field goal that took the early 3-0 lead. A great job in the final minute of the first half. Chavez drills it from 51 yards out. It was a 3-all game as we went into the half. Again, continue with the highlights. Terrific catch by Branson as we move into the second half. And then with Golden West trailing 10-3, the trick play as Johnson goes back to Retzlaff to tie the game at 10, but the drama was just beginning there. Again, Golden West trailing 17-10. And a great throw from Retzlaff as he squeezes it in to Ojalabi to tie it at 17. On to the fourth quarter. And the Tigers' first play from scrimmage after getting the ball back. And watch Barton drop it in perfectly to Jamal Houston, who was the hero in the fourth quarter for the Tigers. And we'll show you why in addition to this play, which gave the Tigers a 24-17 lead. But how about on a 3rd and 4, they go up top, Houston with a sensational catch going up high to keep the drive alive. One more look from field level at the artistry of Jamal Houston. Tremendous body control. The Tigers would turn that into a touchdown, or I should say a field goal to take a 27-17 lead. Play action at the goal line. Golden West back within 4 after a missed extra point. They go for the onside kick in the final minute. It squirts away. The Rustlers with yet another big play. And they come up with the ball. They work it down. 5 seconds remaining from the 16-yard line. Time for one final play. Retzlaff delivers a dart to Kennewell. Kennewell just a yard away from the Rustlers being in the championship game, but Noah Purcell stands up and keeps him out. What an impressive stick from Noah Purcell to keep Kennewell out of the end zone again from field level. The Tigers flying to the ball, and now they'll be flying back home where they will look for another championship here in 2021. They will host either City College of San Francisco or San Mateo. They are currently wrapping up their NCFA championship, and I'm getting the word City College of San Francisco has won. So congratulations to Riverside, and congratulations, Riverside, yet another unbeaten team coming in to try and knock off the Tigers here in 2021. So far, nobody can do it. Tigers winning the SCFA championship here today, 27-23. We'll come back, wrap things up from Golden West here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Final play of the third quarter. Blitz coming, but Tari is swallowed up. Meanwhile, Smith lost the handle. Villela for 3. It's good! Gusto now will rise up from the 5-meter line and score!
ball and it's up. See if he does. Shot is up. And good! Baker hits with. But it's not top. Kenny Moore! Wow!
21, and now it's McCauley who can finish it out. And he gets the ace.
Wilson, here comes the rush. Wilson on the reception, another touchdown for Tariq Wilson. Pass centered up, great read by Unke, outside Cruz, tools it.
Looking for Larod down the near side, who's got it inside the 5. And that's victory number 48 without a loss. And
OTC, your champion in 2019.
And to it. The end of a tough year, San Diego State, once again, the Hawks soaring over all they survey.
We have a new champ. It's Fullerton College and the Hornets in 2019.
Put it on him, fellas.
Y'all better win. You better win. Go get it. Go get it, North.
Final score 27-23 Riverside. Moving on, second straight impressive win on the road after beating Ventura a week ago. They come to Huntington Beach and outlast the Rustlers 27-23. Jordan Barton, the game MVP, 28 of 38, 312 yards and 2 touchdowns in the game as he guides this Tiger team past Golden West and on to the state championship where City College of San Francisco awaits. Do want to pass along some thanks, special thanks to Danny Johnson and Tim Bremen here at Golden West College. Also want to pass along thanks to Nick Mitchell for taking some time to talk to us during the week. Chris Huerta helping us out with stats during the game as well. Of course, our team, Seth Garber, Angelo Solis, Andrew Stephen on camera. Today's broadcast, produced and directed by Emery Johnson and Mike Zepeda. For everybody here at SoCalCollegeSports.com, thanks so much for joining us. Riverside with a dramatic win and moving on to the state championship. So long, everybody.